using the Rosinal BC90s. The reason we're using them is they're nice and fat up at the tip here. Gives you lots of flotation. And they stay wide pretty much throughout the whole ski. It supports my weight, so that's why they're big and fat. Another reason we're using them is they're nice. They are backcountry, true backcountry skis. They do have a steel edge all the way down, which is going to protect you from rocks, all sorts of things on the trail. Also, going downhill, it's going to give us a lot more control. What makes these skis a little nicer than some of the other ones is a really, really, really long grip pattern on the bottom, the fish scales. It's probably really hard to see the fish scales on the camera, but it starts here and it goes all the way back to here. So it's giving you lots and lots and lots of grip, which we're really going to need when we're skiing across hard pack with the toboggans. And hopefully it's hard pack, because otherwise it could be fairly miserable. Because skis are great on hard pack. So with those skis, we did put on the BC backcountry manual bindings. The reason I went with the manual as opposed to the automatic, really more simplistic, easy to repair. There's really nothing to go wrong inside of it. It's going to be a lot more reliable in the backcountry. With the backcountry, they're a little bit different than your standard touring skis. They have a lot thicker pin in the boot. As you can see, the pin's a lot thicker. That allows you to have a lot more grip, a lot more control. You can drive the skis better with this particular boot. Now, the reason we went with these boots and this particular bind, because we're doing a lot of kicking and gliding across lakes. We wanted a little more speed. We don't really need control and really heavy ups and downs. Hopefully it's going to be a fairly flat trip. The route I planned should be fairly flat. With that route, we want more speed. We don't need the control for the downhills. If we really were going to do some big hills, I would have gone with a 3-pin binding. 3-pin binding with the wire around the heel, and then you get the full telemark setup. Not necessary for this particular trip, maybe in the future. So with the skis, obviously you need poles. So we found a nice light pair of aluminum poles. You're not on hard pack, so you need the biggest possible baskets you can find. Unfortunately, they don't make huge baskets like they used to, but these are the best we could find. They also have interchangeable baskets, so we can break or lose one, we can switch them out pretty easily. So that's our ski setup. But unfortunately, skis are great for skiing and travel, but around camp we're going to need something else. So we also have to bring a set of snowshoes. So we decided to go with the modern style snowshoes because we're only going to use them around camp and potentially for really large hills if we come across one. So if we come across a really large hill, we really want to have those crampons, especially with the loads we're hauling on our toboggans. So we're going to have the modern snowshoes with our crampons. Those will be our backups or around camp, so we can pack down the snow for our tent. Also, whenever you go in the backcountry, especially for a length of trip in the winter, you need backup. So what happens when something breaks, especially a crucial item like a ski pole, you really need backup poles. So what we've done is we're bringing a couple of these collapsible poles. This is going to give us an option in case we have a catastrophic failure of one of our poles. Then we can still finish the trip in comfort, in relative comfort. So that you always have to have a backup, especially for this length of trip. So that is our setup as far as skis and snowshoes go. That's going to help us cross the park.